And for me, of course, like I said, going into social work and like I said, not having access to all the information, don't feel sad for me at all. I don't want that at all. But like I said, definitely it just goes to show you that what you don't know, you don't know. And you can have anybody, of course, I'm 18, 19 years old. Well, I think I was 17, 18 actually, leaving high school. And, and that's all these folks were pushing was St. Louis University and WashU and all these types of things. And those schools are very prestigious and they're very expensive. There wasn't we have a black college in St. Louis actually, Harris Stowe. There wasn't a push for any of those kind of things. And we had one up in Jeff City as well. It wasn't a push for UMSL. It wasn't a push for community college. It wasn't a push for any of that. So like I said, me banking on what these folks are telling me because I didn't have anybody else to give me that information. Like I said, I went to St. Louis University, and like I said, getting there, of course, it was another cultural shock, I guess you could say. There was, of course, like I said, there was some black kids there. It wasn't a whole lot. There was other races there too, but like I said, predominantly a white school. It's a Catholic school in St. Louis. I'm not knowing my Catholic, but like I said, definitely just seeing that the kids of the white race, the other races, that kind of thing, had all this money, had all this knowledge, had beautiful cars, all this type of stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't even have a job. I never, well, I had like a little job at the little food places or whatever back when I was a teenager. But it's like, okay, I don't have that kind. I don't come from that kind of background, which it really didn't bother me. But like I said, it was just another outlook on life that I see. I'm like, okay, these kids got this. How do I get that? And like I said, definitely, like I said, it was just a culture shock for me, I guess, in that sense. Not because it's white folks. I've always been around white folks going to school, this kind of thing. But like I said, definitely a culture shock. And like I said, going into social work, I think I've only had one in at that school at that time. This was back in, I graduated high school back in 1995. So I graduated college back in 1999 the first time for the bachelor's degree. And like I said, I only had one black teacher at professor. Actually, I loved her to death. Everybody else is white and that kind of thing, which I understand that because I know that's just what it is. I guess I put it that way, especially living in St. Louis. But like I said, definitely that was really something that I had to get used to yet again. Different sets of teachers, that kind of thing, in different ways that they, of course, talked and not just talked, but educated. I guess I put it that way, which I actually love the way they educated. I guess I put it that way as well. But like I said, the education, like I'll get into that in a different video. But like I said, it definitely was something that opened my eyes to just know that other folks and besides me being a black person from the inner city of St. Louis, having all other folks have had all this information, being exposed to so much. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't get exposed to anything along those lines, except for the poverty stricken neighborhoods I was in, or besides the drug selling, or besides the domestic violence, or besides, that was all I knew really. Like I said, besides going to school, that was my safe haven actually. School was always my safe haven. The safe place that I can go to of course, relax. I guess I put it that way. I know you may not look at it like that, but I do.